Previously on
Finding that perfect maid.
What happened? Bad ending. No goodbyes. That happened. Shit. Alright, no. Hell no. 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 I'm gonna do this one more time. Yeah. What the fuck did I do wrong? Okay, at least Shit. More training? Or was it the rest? Shit. I don't fucking know anymore. For sure. I'll come back. I'll come back for you, Red. You're fucking dead. You're fucking dead. Alright, guys. Last time. Yeah. That should have not happened. And you know what? I'm really pissed off. Why? Because I couldn't say goodbye to Caroline, that's why. So this time, I'm gonna kick Red's ass. For sure! Let's do this! So, I think my mistake, I'm guessing, was I believe I should have let her rest more. That's how I feel like. So yeah, let me make sure she's rested before the fight. So let's do this. Alright, and this might be a really short video. Just let you guys know, because I'm gonna go through it really fast. Now, I actually started at where, we do our schedule in the first day. So yeah, let's go. So in the beginning, I guess I'll do training, and then training clean. So let's see how that works. Alright, train! I decided to have her train first. Caroline nodded and started to run laps around the lobby using the stairs. Not waiting or not wanting to get in the way, I rushed back to my room to eat my breakfast and play some video games. I could hear Caroline running up and down the stairs of the lobby and paused to do some push-ups or sit-ups to break this rhythm. One day, Saturday afternoon. As the afternoon started to approach, Caroline reappeared at my door with lunch. I ate it happily, of course, but I knew that I had to dedicate what she had to do for the rest of the day. Girl, train! You gotta train! I decided to have her train. Caroline nodded and went out to the lobby, run laps around the lobby using the stairs. I could hear Caroline running up and down the stairs of the lobby and paused to do some push-ups or sit-ups to break this rhythm. As the day started to end, Caroline fixed me dinner before excusing herself for the night. I yawned and went to bed myself. Today was just so mind-jarring. It was so hard to close my eyes. However, I managed to head to sleep eventually. Day 2, Sunday morning. I woke up in the next day and stretched, yawning. I look at the time, 10:30. As a knock appeared at my door, I knocked to my door and said, and said enter, knowing it was Caroline with food. Caroline entered the room with a tray covered in delicious breakfast food, and I, of course, ate every last bite with happiness. However, as I finished, Caroline bowed to me and asked me to instruct for the day. Would this happen every day? Yes. What should Caroline do for the first half of the day? Girl, train! You gotta train! Yeah! I decided to have her train. Caroline nodded and excused herself, leaving the room. Out of curiosity, I snuck a glance out of my room and looked out to see Caroline practicing martial arts in the lobby. She had moved all of the furniture to do her training. It was kind of cool to watch, but I decided to leave her alone. I didn't want to break her concentration if she caught me staring. I looked to the time and decided to wander around the house and explore. I didn't find much except for a couple of bathrooms, a large dining room, and an equally large kitchen, a pool room, and sauna, and multiple bedrooms. I most likely would never get used to how big this house was. Day 2, Sunday afternoon. As afternoon started to approach, Caroline reappeared at my door with lunch. It was perfect, of course. What should Caroline to do for the second half of the day? So I'm guessing cleaning once during the first 2 days is fine. If I'm wrong, then I'll redo it. So yeah, let's clean. I decided to have her clean first. Caroline nodded and took her broom, cleaned the hallways today. I trusted Caroline to clean everything up to par with how maids were supposed to keep the house. As the day started to end, Caroline fixed me dinner before excusing herself for the night. I yawned and went to bed myself. Day 2 done! Day 3, Monday morning! Alright, hopefully this is fine. Please. The morning started with a surprise visit from the man who drove me here. He apparently was an instructor for the maids, and he came from an evaluation on Caroline. He approved at how clean Caroline kept the mansion. He had run his finger on every visible wood and marble surface, checking for dust too, and found nothing. I looked at Caroline, who smiled at me, before nodding and watching the man finish his evaluation. Alright, so, first 2 day cleaning once is fine, I guess. Alright. For now, she was passing her examination. Apparently, he also knew about the quarrel between Angela and myself. He wished me luck, but reminded me not to overwork Caroline. I had to remember that. As he left, Caroline looked to me for her day assessment. Girl, you gotta rest. I decided to have a rest. Caroline nodded and excused herself to her room. Caroline definitely deserved a break. Day 3, Monday afternoon. As the afternoon started to approach, Caroline reappeared at my door with lunch. God damn it, lunch. I ate it happily, of course, but I knew that I had to dedicate what she had to do for the rest of the day. Girl, you gotta trade! I decided to have her trade. Caroline nodded and excused herself, leaving the room. Out of curiosity, I decided to find Caroline and watch a bit of how she trained. She had been training hard and I was curious. She was a soldier after all. Would she be doing laps? Would she be hitting a punch bag? No, she's doing a sit-up. Oh man, kinda knew that was gonna happen. This wasn't far. She was in the middle of the lobby, doing complete sit-ups on the floor. I could only stare at. She continued to pull her upper body off of the ground and up before letting it go back down. She was doing it in a tight-fitted corset dress. How? Then I remembered that she was a trained soldier. This was probably in her training. I watched as she did 10, 20, 30. By 40, she was getting a staggered breath. 50 brought soft sweat. And I had to admire her dedication. She looked so determined to get stronger and better. I felt kind of flattered in a strange way. I decided to leave her alone. I don't want to break her concentration. As the day started to end, Caroline fixed me dinner before excusing herself for the night. I yawned and went to bed myself, sliding by day 3 into day 4. Day 4, Tuesday morning. Okay, so I believe he comes on Thursday, right? I hope. Yeah. So I rest her, train her. So today I'm gonna do train clean. See how that goes. I woke up the next day and stretched, yawning. I look at the time, 9:30 a.m. Huh? I woke up early. As a knock appeared at my door, I looked to my door and said enter, knowing it was Caroline. Caroline entered the room with a tray covered in delicious breakfast food, and I, of course, ate every last bite with happiness. However, I finished. Caroline looked at me and surprised me.
Master, may I ask you something?
Go on, Caroline. I'm all ears.
Huh? Sure. What's up? Do you like me serving you?
Girl. Huh? What kind of question was that? Of course I loved her serving me. No, it's not that. I really love you, Caroline. Anyway, not that she was like a servant or whatever, but she kept the house clean and was fighting to stay with me, and she became important to me, and... Girl, of course I like you serving me now. I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't care. I want to hear her voice. This feels so simple, so no. We gotta go deep, you know what I'm saying? Into her heart. Through that eyes. And into her heart. Into her pantsuit or something. I don't know. Anyway, love, romance, let's go. Caroline looked at me before blushing wildly. What? What's the reason bad? She shook her head and looked up at me nervously.
Well, you see...
Yeah?
I guess you interested me, Master.
Oh.
I interested you?
Did she say interested you? What? Anyway.
Yeah, and I kind of think you're cute. I, hope you don't mind.
Girl! Gotta do I'm sorry, no! I think you're cute too! Yeah! Same route! I don't care. Cause this is bullshit! The top one is definitely bullshit, so no. I think you're cute too, girl! Her face turned red again as she fiddled with the hem of her dress. She looked even cuter than before. I almost wanted to pull her over and hug her and maybe do some more. However, my mind ran back to the fight between Red and Caroline. That's right. She had to focus on winning the fight. Now was not the time for flirting and calling each other cute. Caroline bowed to me and asked me to instruct her for the day. What should Caroline to do for the first half of the day? Oh yeah, hold on. I said train clean, right? First half, so yeah, let's do train. Yeah. I decided to have her train. Caroline nodded and excused herself, leaving the room. I could hear her grunts and quiet pants and could not help but sneak a glance out of my room. She was running laps using the staircase railing as her track instead of the stairs. She looked like a ninja. Day 4, Tuesday afternoon. As the afternoon started to approach, Caroline reappeared at my door with lunch. How she managed to balance everything was a little fuzzy, but I trusted her to do the best. What should Caroline to do for the second half of the day? Girl, you gotta clean! I decided to have her clean first. Caroline nodded and took up a bucket of clean supplies, clean the bathroom today. I trusted Caroline to clean everything up to par with how maids were supposed to keep the house. As the day started to end, Caroline fixed me dinner before excusing herself for the night. I yawned and went to bed myself. Let's go, day 5! Day 5, Wednesday morning. I woke up to hear Caroline knocking on my door. Despite me not doing anything while I lived here, other than playing video games, I got to sleep a lot. Caroline brought in my breakfast and awaited me or my instructions. Girl, I think I should clean twice today. Yeah, just to make sure. I decided to have her clean first. Caroline nodded and took her broom, cleaning the bedroom we were in. I played video games on my bed while she vacuumed and dusted, and I switched to the floor when she needed to change my sheets. I trusted Caroline to clean everything up to the par with how maids were supposed to keep the house. Day 5, Wednesday afternoon. As the afternoon started to approach, Caroline appeared at my door with lunch. I ate it happily, of course, but I knew that I had to dedicate what she had to do for the rest of the day. Girl, you gotta clean one more time. Sorry. I decided to have her clean first. Caroline nodded and took her broom, cleaning the bedroom we were in. I played video games on my bed while she vacuumed and dusted, and I switched to the floor when she needed to change my sheets. I trusted Caroline to keep everything clean, or everything up to par with how maids were supposed to keep the house. As the day started to end, Caroline fixed me dinner before excusing herself for the night. I yawned and went to bed myself. 2 more days! Day 6, Thursday morning! I woke up the next day and stretched, yawning. I looked at the time, 10:25 a.m. As a knock appeared at my door, I looked at my door and said enter, knowing it was Caroline with food. Oh, he comes tomorrow! Caroline entered the room with a tray covered in delicious breakfast food, and I, of course, ate every last bite with happiness. However, as I finished, Caroline bowed to me and asked me for instruct her for the day. What should Caroline to do for the first half of the day? You know, you should rest. Yeah, I really think you should rest. Yeah, girl, rest. I decided to have her rest. Caroline nodded and excused herself to her room. I had to make sure she didn't overwork herself. Day 6, Thursday afternoon. As the afternoon started to approach, Caroline reappeared at my door with lunch. What should Caroline to do for the second half of the day? Girl, you know what, let's train. Yeah, just in case. I decided to have her train. Caroline nodded and excused herself, leaving the room. Out of curiosity, I snuck a glance out of my room and looked out to see Caroline practicing martial arts in a lobby. She had moved all of her furniture to do her training. As the day started to end, Caroline fixed me dinner before excusing herself for the night. I yawned and went to bed myself. Tomorrow was the last day for her before the fight. Day 7, Friday morning. The morning started with a final surprise visit from the man who drove me here. Inspection time. He was very impressed on how clean the mansion was. Yes, he almost ran his finger on every wood and marble surface checking for dust and found absolutely nothing. I looked to Caroline, who smiled at me before nodding and watching a man finish his evaluation. As he finished, he gave Caroline a thumbs up. Did she do her part well enough to pass? Caroline started jumping happily. I assumed that she did her job right and almost started bouncing with her. She wouldn't get taken away from skimping duties. After his inspection, he stopped to look at Caroline. I watched as he circled her
circled her, and she stood at attention like a soldier to her sergeant. Shit. He smiled and nodded, placing a hand on her shoulder. Caroline, however, let out a tired sigh. Shit, I did the same thing. For some reason, she looked more wiped out than usual. Shit. I looked to Caroline, noticing the dark circle around her eyes. Did the jumping she did exhaust her? No. Fuck. So, alright. I think I did exactly the same thing. So the last 2 days, I'm gonna make her rest. Let's hope that works. Anyway, the guy looked at me with concern and I looked back at him with a gulp. Maybe I should have let her rest more between training and cleaning. As he left, Caroline looked to me for her day assessment. Jeez, even her final day, she was determined to win against Red. Girl, just rest. Fuck cleaning. Fuck training. Just rest the whole day. I decided to have her rest. She needed to relax before the fight. Caroline nodded and excused herself to her room. Now that I was alone, I walked back to my room to eat my breakfast and play some video games. Caroline definitely deserved a break. Day 7, Friday afternoon. As the afternoon started to approach, Caroline reappeared at my door with lunch. I ate it happily, of course, but I knew that I had to dedicate what she had to do for the rest of the day. I really hope this works. Girl, please just rest. I believe in you. No matter what happens. Yeah! Rest. I decided to have her rest. She needed to relax before the fight. Caroline nodded and excused herself to her room. Caroline definitely deserved a break. As the day started to end, Caroline fixed me dinner before excusing herself for the night. I yawned and went to the bed myself. Tomorrow was the fucking moment of truth. Of kicking Red's ass! The next morning was full of silence that sent chills down my spine. Today was the day Red and Caroline would fight to see who was the better maid. I was confident in Caroline. She had to win. She was so determined to win already. There was no way Red could match her. Okay, I really wish I'm right, because last time she got tired while fighting, right? Which means that I'm guessing I haven't given her rest, or enough rest for her to fight. So hopefully I'm doing this right. Let's see if it's right. Alright. As Caroline entered my room with breakfast, she presented me with a letter with a red wax seal. I opened it and read aloud the contents of the letter.
Today's battle will take place in the designated area determined by the Code of Maids. Please arrive promptly by noon, or face losing your maid and title as per your disqualification.
Red, I'm gonna fuck you up. No. Caroline's gonna fuck you up. What? Designated area? There was a designated area? I looked at Caroline, who closed her eyes and took a breath. I had assumed she knew where the place was, so I didn't ask. I dressed and ate quickly, not wanting to make us late, and off we went. The guy who had brought me here drove us towards our destination that I didn't know of. I sat beside Caroline as she stared ahead at the partition. I looked to her and wanted to speak, but I could tell that she was focused on thinking about the match. She must have been nervous as her hands gripped the hem of her dress like vice. Girl, I'm gonna do the same thing. Same thing! Girl. Girl. I trust you. No, I'm not gonna leave her alone. I know you might lose concentration, but no. This is love right here. This is romance right here. And I believe in you, girl. So, let's fuck Red up. Yeah! I didn't want to break her thoughts, but I gently placed my hand over hers and gave it a small squeeze. She didn't break her gaze from the partition, but she releases her stress and gently held my hand and squeezed back. I smiled. She knew that I believed in her, and my hand squeeze was my silent root for her. I took her silent reply as acknowledgement of such. We drove for a good half an hour before reaching a building that looked like a small arena.
What the? An arena?
Right? How the fuck no one knows about this? Anyway, as we stepped inside, we were greeted by a perfect circle of people and maids either cheering or booing At our arrival, I looked around and noted at least 30 nobles with each having one or even two maids apiece. I suddenly felt incredibly small. I turned my gaze across the small arena, seeing Angela stare at me from an elegant chair with Red beside her with her usual evil smirk. I glared as Caroline and I walked forward towards the ring designating the fighting area. Angela stood and followed Red a step behind her. When we reached the ring, Red and Caroline continued forward into the fight area as Angela and I stopped.
Well, middle-class rat, I didn't expect you to show up on time. Usually, vermin scurry around and forget about important things like this.
Well, I'm sorry, but today you're gonna lose, you bitch!
Not on your life. I may be from a working class, but I at least worked hard at what I did.
Yeah, unlike you, open your crotch for someone. Oh!
Red, make this quick. This fight will be finished within a minute. Do you understand?
Absolutely, ma'am.
You gonna fucking die, Red. Red cracked her neck and grinned evilly at Caroline.
So I finally get to show you who the real best maid is. I've been so impatient. I almost snuck out of my master's home to fight you out of pure anxiousness.
Whatever scare tactic you're using won't work, Red. I'm not afraid of you.
Oh, you should be. You really should be. After all, I don't intend to let you win. Your ass is mine.
Come and try to get it.
Angela stepped back and crossed her arms, and I stepped away from the ring, focusing on Caroline's back. She had to win. She fucking had to win this time! The speakers surrounding the area awoke with the sound of blips clicking through the air. 1 blip. 2 blip. At the third, Caroline and Red charged at each other. Red unsheathed a knife and Caroline ran at her unarmed. With a swipe, Red tried to slash at Caroline, but her dagger didn't make it, dodging target as Caroline stepped back and started to move defensively. Caroline kept circling and stepping away from Red, trying to maintain distance from the blade that could end her career and her life. I stared and leaned in with anticipation. Caroline had trained really hard for this. Yeah, she had to beat Red somehow. As Caroline began to come close to the arena ring line, she tried to twirl around Red, but she was blocked and dodged an incoming thrust of Red's knife.
Hold still!
Finally, Red closed the distance, trying to land her target perfectly. Fuck! I tensed up. This can't be! What? With perfect grace, Caroline was able to dodge Red's knife and disarm her as soon as they were close enough to almost collide. Yes!
What?
Oh! As Red stared in shock, Caroline began to slam punches and kicks at her opponent. Beat his ass! Her ass, I mean! I watched in awe as Caroline took to a strong offensive. This was almost the complete opposite of how she fought a week ago. Instead of having a strong defense, she was the one landing blows of Red. At Red, what the hell am I saying? Who could only try to dodge or block her hands. Red crouched down and swept a foot around to try and trip Caroline, but Caroline flipped back masterfully and slid back in towards Red to continue her barrage of hits. Every hit Red threw at her enemy, Caroline was able to maneuver around and defend against it before attacking back and landing her hit perfectly. Oh, you can't do shit without your knife, girl, bitch? What?
Red! What are you doing?
Oh, what's up, Angela? What? What's up now? Beat his ass or her ass, goddammit! Why am I saying him? Anyway, with a loud cry, Caroline slammed her foot into Red's stomach, oh, and sent her flying out of the ring, causing the speaker to blare a loud blip, and some of the crowd to cheer wildly while the rest grumbled in defeat for beating against Caroline. The speaker sounded declaring Caroline the winner in a robotic yet strangely excited tone. What? What? She fucking won? Yes, she fucking won! Red curled into a ball, holding her stomach as Angela ran to her, crouching down like a mother to her child. Caroline, however, turned back and ran to me with a happy grin. What's up, girl?
I did it! I did it!
You did it! Ah! Instantly, she leapt into my arms, hugging me tightly. I caught her and spun her around happily. She did it!
You did it!
You did it! Oh, what's up, bitches? What? What now? What now? We held onto each other for a bit before I let her go, lowering her to the ground gently. We both smiled wildly at each other in pride.
Red, are you okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
Girl, if you want to finish Red, and that bitch Angela right there, you could if you want. I don't fucking mind. Caroline and I looked over to see Red gripping to her stomach tightly, with Angela purely concerned, hovering over her maid. Red was coughing, and I could tell that a rib or two was broken from Caroline's kick. Oh damn! As much as I wanted to feel bad, she kind of deserves it. And you know what? Can we give a slap to the Angela's face, please? Caroline and I walked towards our ex-opponents, causing Angela to look up at me. What now, bitch? She didn't glare, however. She had a look mixed with concern of her maid and defeat of the situation.
Guess you do belong with us. You've trained your maid well.
Whoa, what? Can I hear that one more time, please?
I didn't train her. She trained all on her own.
Yep.
She wanted to fight to stay with me.
Yep. Red looked up weakly at Caroline, growling. However, her face couldn't lie. She was defeated, and she knew it.
I guess I underestimated you. That's one hard-ass kick.
Finally, you accepted.
It's fine. However, now you know who's the true top maid.
Oh, oh! I expected Red to spit at her or get back up for round 2. However, Red simply smirked.
Whatever. I'll change that someday. I swear on it.
I stared, mildly surprised at the situation. I thought Red was evil. I thought she wanted to humiliate Caroline. Caroline smirked before crouching down and holding out her hands to Red, who took it weakly and shook it. Oh! But last time, if I remember it correctly, you really beat the shit out of Caroline. Yeah. But you know what? I forgive you. Why? Because you got your rib broken. That's rude for me to say, but still. If I know you're a nice girl, then I'm fine. And Angela, bitch, you better not. I'm better than this. This I mean as what I am right now, playing video games. While she trained, yeah. Anyway.
For now, you can be top maid. Keep the title warm for me for when I come back and take it.
I'll wait until you try.
I looked at Caroline and smiled. She really was kind, even to her opponents. Still, she worked hard to stay with me, and I was happy that she could. Caroline was with me to stay. Oh, when we went home, I couldn't help but let out a relief sigh. Caroline got to stay with me, and I got to keep my title. Even more so, Caroline was happy, and I enjoyed seeing the joyful smile on her face the entire way home. As much as I didn't do exactly a lot, I still feel accomplishment. As a representative for Caroline, I was fucking proud of her. She celebrated by making a large cake for dessert, and oh boy, was it fucking amazing! I was stuffed and went to bed, a very happy and full person that night. However, I didn't stay in bed for long, as a knock appeared at my bedroom door.
Huh? Come in.
Yes? What was Caroline up to? I thought she also went to bed. What's up, girl? What? My face turned red as Caroline walked into my room in just a towel. Her hair looked slightly wet. She just got out from the bath, so you could tell that she had just come out from a shower. Why wasn't she in her uniform? Caroline blushes as she closed the door
and gripped the towel around her.
Master? Can I tell you something?
What you need, girl?
Sure. Yeah, what is it?
Caroline took a step towards the bed,
Caused me to stand from it and walking around in front of her. She kept her eyes down, but her face was as pink as a peach.
I want to thank you for directing me and helping me win.
No, Caroline, it's all you, girl.
Huh? Oh, no. You trained hard and stuff.
Yeah.
You totally had it.
Yeah.
Still, without your instruction, I would have worked myself to exhaustion, and I probably couldn't have won. I owe you so much.
Yeah, last time, I probably worked her to exhaustion.
My butt. But this time, thank fucking God.
Hey, you don't owe me anything, okay? I wanted to help you, so I did, because I care for you.
Yeah.
I care for you too. I mean, more so than I should.
What? What? I stared as Caroline looked up at me with a smile.
I know it's only been a week, but I've really grown to like you, Master. You're kind and you take care of me better than I could have imagined. It's almost as if I'm not a maid.
Girl, you're the one who's taking care of me while I play video games. Damn. I felt my heart flutter. Was this a confession?
I understand if you don't like me back.
No.
But I think that I like you so much that I could grow to love you.
Oh. As Caroline stared up at me, I felt my mind jumble like it did the first time I had saw her. She was so cute, and she was smiling up at me with a cute, blushing face. It was true. I found her cute, but I never imagined that she would confess to me like this.
So, Master, can I make a request?
Sure.
Yes? Slowly, Caroline raised her hands and wrapped them around my neck, giving me a shy look. My heart skipped at her request.
May I have a kiss?
Ow! Fuck yes! 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 How could I say no? I gently wrapped my arms around her form and leaned into her to kiss her, gently feeling her stretch up to brush her lips against mine. Her lips were soft and taste like sweet vanilla, enticing me to press my lips against hers a little more to get more of her taste. I felt fireworks go off in my head as I kissed Caroline. She gently tightened her hug around me, matching my deep kiss. I felt her love in that kiss, and I gave my love back to her in return. Caroline gently walked around while holding me, causing us to turn to where her back was on my bed. With a tug, she caused me to fall forward on top of her. I broke from the kiss and landed with my arms on either side of her, not wanting to crush her. Oh! I stared down at Caroline with a blush as she smiled and held her arms to me, inviting me back into her embrace. Oh, yes! Oh, this is great! I love this so much!
I'm so happy, Master. I love you.
I love you too, Caroline! And then, excuse me. And then, at the moment, I didn't see my maid. I saw a woman that I cared for and liked, maybe even loved. She wanted to stay beside me and fought so hard to do so. I felt incredibly unworthy, but I didn't let that feeling shake me. I lowered myself down and kissed her, feeling her wrap
her arms around me. She did indeed show me her love and happiness. I showed her mine in return. Who knew that a maid and a soldier could like someone like me? I was incredibly lucky. She was perfect. This house was perfect. My life had become perfect.
Score! Yeah! Best end!
Made with perfection.
Oh! Yes! Oh, fuck yeah! I'm so happy right now. You guys don't understand. Ah! Oh my god, that was great. And that was Made with perfection. That was great. Thank God I got it right the second time. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. Hold on, credits! Credits! I know it's a lady who did this, if I remember. Yeah, Michelle Laws. Good job! Yeah. To tell the truth, I had this game a while back in 2014 when the Reno Jam came out. Yeah, I actually paid $1 to her to actually get the game, but the thing is, I didn't even have time to play until now. And yeah, thank fucking God. The $1 was worth it. And if you guys want to play this game, you could click on a description or click on a link in the description below. Right now, I believe the game is free when I checked it. So if you guys want to try it out, go for it. Yeah. Oh. God, this was great. Who's the artist? Ryushiro Waffle. Alright. Nice. Seriously, guys. Fucking good job. Helen Daviau Hunt. Caroline. Who's Red? Oh, Red is the writer. Oh shit. Michelle. Good job. Damn. Your voice was so great. Oh, you guys were fucking awesome. Oh. To review this game for Game Jam, it was great. Yeah. I believe there's 3 ending. One is bad ending, and there's an in-between one which is a good ending. Another one is the best ending, and I got the best ending. Yes. I mean, to tell the truth, the game wasn't that challenging. Once you screw up once, it's kind of easy to tell what is the best ending. But still, that doesn't matter. Why? 'Cause the satisfaction was fucking great at the very end. And that's what it all matters when it comes to these games. Yeah. Oh my god, seriously guys. You guys did a great job. And yes, I hope to see you guys do more and make more games. In fact, please. Yeah. I'll be waiting. Yeah. And that is it for Made with Perfection. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Oh man. Hold on, gallery. No, What? Wait. I'm clicking on it, right? Yeah. Or hold on, is it? What? I cannot see this? What? God damn it. Whatever. At least I got the ending. That's what it matters. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.
Oh, that was so worth it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later, guys.